Hey folks, how's it going? RedMaster, and welcome back to episode of Cards and Castles Known Combos, where today we're taking a look at a list that we brought onto the channel not too long ago for a bit of a sporadic appearance, but I didn't want to showcase more of it. Reason being, if you had paid attention to the record during that video, the deck actually went 9-1, which is not bad for a debuting deck. It originally meant to just be a filler deck that got ourselves some quests done. Turned out to be something that is interesting. I wouldn't say it's been superbly good, but I mean, it's certainly something that is a bit newer, at least to the channel. So I figured I'd give this video an opportunity to showcase that specific deck more, highlight a few points about it, showcase some games, just like we do for a bunch of other decks here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into Prehistoric Awakening to show you guys what we've been working with. Alright folks, and here is our list for today's video. Of course, the Prehistoric Awakening, as it already sounds, is a combination of Awaken in the classic colors of Ninja Warlock, paired alongside some of the generic stuff in neutrals for dinosaurs. Considering that most of the dino pieces are in neutral anyway, they are very splashable, can go pretty much anywhere. So I figured, why not give them a try here? Why not give them a shot? Plus, we get the Magma Sword with Warlock, so again, another reason to mess around with it just a bit more. But what does the deck aim to do? Well, simply combine the two strategies. You know, you get the explosive power behind Awaken, the intense cycle with Sleeping Dojo, and you pair that up with the big beef of dinosaurs, being able to create some monstrosities when you pair up, say, T-Rex or Mordok alongside a Dino Nest combination. The idea that you're going to be hopefully getting a lot of draw thanks to the constant Awaken effects going off in the deck means that you'll most likely be finding your dinosaur pieces most of the time. The only difficulty with that is going to be when you end up not finding the dojo, then things get a little messier. But the Awaken piece on its own is still pretty reliable enough to end games, with cards like Headwood, Shodan, and even Dancing Swords being thrown into the mix here. It should give you some special cards to work with that hopefully can be just as dangerous as the dinosaur pieces. So with that, let's go ahead and quickly jump into some individual cards, or the card by card, if you will. Just to explain where things are. So obviously going to go all the way over here, starting off with the two copies of Baby in here. Baby is somewhat needed in this deck to facilitate additional nest plays. Some people like to throw this card out, but it is not bad of a choice to have in case you do end up finding that turn 7 combination or turn 6. Having the Baby already in play and then following up with the nest later on in the game can be very beneficial to create a bunch of the smaller but beefier dinos. Fear and Lumberjack in here as well for cycle. Running the 3 right of Awaken here. Doing this because, honestly, Saurus, while he is a better reawakening because he can hit a lot of things at the same time, as you can see, our back end is already pretty clogged up with things like the Rider, Headwood, Nest, etc. So we're using right as sort of our swap in for Saurus. I haven't really tried, though, Saurus in this build. I just don't think he was going to work out because of the cost that he was placed at. But if you want to experiment with that, feel free to let me know how that goes, because I'm very curious indeed. Magma Sword in here, again, another dinosaur target. Masuda Imp, this is where we now start to get our Awakened pieces going. Dojo, of course, the star of the show. We want to get all the draw possible, so we do need at least 3 copies of him. Our global package, Smith and Armory, keeping it simple, although in recent times this might not be enough. That's why we're packing in 3 blue Firebolt nowadays to combat global focused decks. We are in, again, or I guess we are still, or we still have been in English hard, holy hell. We've been still in a global meta, so having 3 blue Firebolt I find is pretty important. Some people disagree with this, but it is what it is. We'll get Armory in here as well. We mentioned the global package. Swords as another generically strong Awaken unit. I think he mixes well in the 4 slot here. We don't really have much else to be rocking with, so I find that he was a pretty good choice. Darkbender as well, just a generically strong Warlock card. Got the Dino Rider in here for, again, another dinosaur target to proc Nest. Headwood to generate a more Awakened value, plus the explosive acts as our sort of replacement to cards like Flamestorm and Dragon's Fire. I didn't really have room to fit them into the deck here. I might have to restructure that to allow them to get in, depending on maybe if, you know, cards like Swarm or decks like Swarm and Rest are more and more prevalent in the modern metagame. Then we get into the more heavy dino pieces. The Nest, the T-Rex, and the Mordock all kind of fit into this late game dino engine. We want to get some big boys, so these guys are a necessary beef. And then rounding out the lineup is to Shodan, another Awaken target, but also very, very powerful, very scary unit. In this case, the Shodan gets the explosive ability because we are paired with Warlocks, so he can do some damage, some additional AoE, maybe to clean up some additional swarm stuff as well. And that is, of course, our list. Pretty straightforward there. Again, I do regret maybe not being able to fit in a a Dragon's Fire or Flamestorm in here. But it has worked out pretty well so far without any major incidents. As the record does show, the deck went 9-1 without the use of those AoE burns. So I don't know, maybe that does say something. Anyways, that is the deck list, clean and simple. Let's go ahead and now get to the gameplay to show you what this deck is capable of. Alright, and game number 1 underway. Unfortunately, not a great opening hand here. Let's go ahead and cycle away this out. This is not looking too bad. I mean, we could prefer this combo to come later in the game, but having it now is interesting. We'll throw out the Lumberjack first, though. We're going to get some cycle going here. Our opponent opens up with a Rider. That's fine. We're going to use the Lumberjack to connect first with the Rider, so that when we play the Masuda, we don't risk it being burned off. A little bit of cycle going. T-Rex, not too bad. Again, another dinosaur nest proxy, so we'll take it. We'll throw out the Masuda here. Unfortunately, the Awaken is going to be kind of thrown away, but maybe we can draw something off the fear to make it worth it. Who knows? We'll see a Wizard being played now. Unfortunately, not what we're looking for here, but honestly, the Rider isn't too bad. We can just hold off on the Masuda play for now. Instead, just gonna go ahead and bop in for 3. I don't think we just save the Awakening unit. We don't have a way to get it out again, so we're just gonna pop into here. He'll take the time to Divine Knowledge. Excuse me. And then just pop the Masuda. Yep, makes sense. Kind of clears the board here. He'll pass it back to us. Here we can get out. Ooh, we can get out a big boy in the form of Headwood. I want to see if he's going to waste a blue firebolt on this. But getting the Headwood now could take this Wizard off the board for us, so we will do that. Okay, we're blue firebolts my ass. Fantastic. Alright, do I want to go into the Rider here? I think I do. We'll throw the Rider over here. We have a lot of dinosaurs, so I guess losing the Rider won't be the worst thing in the world. Okay, another blue fire for my ass. Fantastic. I don't necessarily want them. Oh, he misplaced the Wizard. Uh-oh, stinky.
There's a misinput. Calm down! You calm the fuck down!
I think I do take the dinosaur nest to just create a big asshole in the form of the 6-8 right there. And we run this over here. We run this here. We gotta get aggressive a little bit here. The Wizard opening up is a big misplay. He should be able to recover, though. I mean, he's in Crusader Warlock after all. They're not the worst colors to come back from. Okay, or we have to fear the Rider back. That's not a great sign. Alright, a little church action as well. Again, seems fair. Alright, Incinerate on the Rider as well for follow-up. So that pretty much kind of tells me outright, hey, I was running no interaction, because realistically no other deck decides to run those types of cards except no interaction. So, alright, that's fine here. I think what we're going to do to put the pressure on just a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and do this. We'll run this up again. Kind of the beef of the dinosaur part showing quite well here, creating these big assholes that we can just easily overwhelm our opponent with. Granted, they don't misplay their Wizards, but it's not my fault. Alright, and there is the Surrender. Can't deal with the big dinosaurs. Easy cleanup, 1, 2, 3, and we move on to game number 2. Alright, and game number 2 following suit. This one, a much better hand here, hopefully showcasing the Awaken side of things for our list, as we drew the Dojo pretty early on. But again, starting off the same way, gonna open up the Lumberjack here, pass, and see what our opponent's got in purple Druids, Ninja Druids. Alright, man's going for the Injured Trent pretty early here. Not a bad card. We unfortunately don't have a lot that we can do right now to deal with it. I think I'm just going to go with the dojo and pass. Because, I mean, we can't hit over the Trent right now. I don't think he's got the companion power right now to take out it. Oh, shit. Well, I can bop that. Yeah, I have to just bop that. I have to also coin out the fear. I have to coin the fear, keep our cycle up a little bit here. Oh, Jesus, man. Again, just gonna draw it all into the dinosaur stuff. I don't know why we need it, but... Unga bunga. Alright, so Masuda into ninja training for the follow-up. I guess I should just do this for now, right? It's gonna kind of suck taking some additional damage, but having the Masuda draw possibility now is gonna be pretty good. We are approaching turn 5, so hopefully in the next few turns we should be getting things like our T-Rex on the board here, Shodan, etc. So that should be pretty good. And there's the card that I fear the most, in this case, a Centaur. Surprisingly, not shutting down the dojo itself, but opting to hit the other piece of it. Oh, shit, oh god. Oh good, another magic eater. Oh goody. This fantastic pile of horse shit. I mean, you're committed now. You're gonna have to do something here. You're one goal off a multi-strike, if that was the idea. But, yeah, okay. No, I'll just do that. He will just follow up with that. Fear of battle. Okay, so he's gonna try and get this guy up strong enough to maybe pop our T-Rex. Yeah, and he can do it. He can indeed do it. He does not take it, though. That's fine. We'll just Shodan hit. Up one, pass back. Yeah, and he'll fear the eater back. I'd assume the eater would be moved up one to try and confuse our fear a little bit, so doing this, of course, just sends him back. We don't want to deal with it. And hopefully we get some benefit out of the Mordocks that we've been pulling, because we've got 2 of them after all. Okay, swiftness for the ice trick. Man, this dude's got a fast little cycle here, all for, I think, Magic Eater. Okay, Eater probably gonna be the one to take out the T-Rex. Yep, there it is. Not a huge deal. We can easily just trade in our... Actually, our combination of, I think, is gonna have to be Shodan and Mordock, right? Yeah, it's gonna have to be here. So we'll do this. Mordock comes out. He's gonna bop the Ice Drake, clear that off. Whew, and what a perfect hit. We don't even have to actually waste the Horseman's attack. We can just push this up. That'll trade with that. We move the Horseman in. The Mordock is frozen, yes, but at least we still have it survive, so he's going to have to do some more interaction with it. Koru, biggest pain in my ass. Alright, well, that's going to be potentially a game ender right there if I'm not careful about it. Or he just kind of shows us where it is. That's fine. I don't mind that at all. I think it came out of here, right? Oh! The same play, baby. The same play. Easy. Alright, another dancing. Oh, actually, that was the swords that we saw before, right? Okay, yeah, they're going to push these in. I don't... Okay. I think this guy's a little bit lost, I'm not going to lie. We can pretty much end the game here. Yeah, we'll pop this in. We can pop this in. Kind of clear the board. Get the Dark Bender for follow-up. Throw this out. I probably should have put the... Actually, this is fine. We can also just do this. We can Centaur block a little bit. Or Companion block. I mean, at this point, he's got 2 cards. A Mordock on face. It's not going to be good. Dire Badger, sure. I can come out and do whatever, right? Yeah, okay, and there's the surrender. It's just... Nope. Didn't have enough value to get it. Oh, he was close, I will say. I think pushing in the Eater, though, was a huge mistake. Kind of being greedy and clearing off the T-Rex was not something that he should have done. But hey, it is what it is, and we can move on to game number 3. All right, and game number 3. Up against potentially a similar lineup here. I mean, I'm seeing the red purple, and if it isn't Awaken, then what the hell is it? All right, the Lumberjack's probably gonna go to face here. Ooh, Masuda's a huge top. Masuda gonna want to allow us to easily go into swords turn 3 to kind of keep our little conga line. I almost said chonga. Well, I did say it anyway. It was going to keep our conga line of dudes going. That's the idea. All right, so he's coining out here. He's got to get something going. It is the Rat King. All right, neglecting one of the rats, unfortunately. I mean, do I have to give him any value here? I mean, oh, that's kind of stinky. Well, I mean, I guess I can do that, right? These guys can actually reach, so I can go for the Dancing Swords ramp, and then next turn follow up with Dojo and right here to kind of maybe start getting our draw engine going. Again, we have Dojo in the beginning of the game, so hopefully we can try to get something going. I say that Swords gets bolted out the ass. Oh my god. Game, I can only do so much. I'm gonna punish here with the double Dojo, and then just sword right next turn, unless he wants to waste more bolts on buildings here that I have no access to, right? Yep, go ahead, hit face, yes, very good. Another Rat King for follow-up as well. That's kind of gross. I think I'm gonna have to just do the right play here. He's probably gonna have to trade with the swords at this point because he doesn't want me getting all that value. Riders are also a nice pull too. Yeah, Rat King gonna pop in here. Additional rats kind of gutting in. Trying to do a little bit of extra cleanup. Try to see if I can spawn block below. Yep. Yes, sir. He's popping the Dojo now. He knows what our strategy is. So, again, makes sense. Ooh, I can do... does that... No, I think I do need the Rider out this turn. I think I just need it. We'll come down here. We'll pop. We'll save the right for something more big, like a Headwood, maybe. And the Rider does serve as a proxy to get the Dino Nest going, so that's pretty impactful. The question is, does he go for it here? What has he got in the tank to follow up with? Golem. Okay, Golem. Unfortunately, not in the position I would like it to be in. But hey, that's still fine. Ooh. Hello. Hello, Headwood that I wanted. No! I should have traded first. I'm such an idiot.
There's a misinput. Calm down! You calm the fuck down!
I'm gonna flash that screen out every time I do misplay moment. It's just that one clip, and that it's great. Okay. I might as well. The question is, does he have enough power to kill me off the feedback here? I'm gonna try and risk it and say no, because I do need the Rider to survive. All right, there is a Shodan of his own. Unfortunately, we can't contest that well right now. All right, that's something. Let's move Headwood back. I think I'm gonna have to go for the play here, and that is just Dino Nest .value. Yeah, we have to throw Dino Nest at him and see what happens. The thing is, I don't want to run into like multi-strike or shit like that, but there's really no way of blocking something like that. All right, Fear coming out. That's fine. I think Golem's probably going to trade here. I mean, there's no reason why it wouldn't. It's already pretty low. All right, Dragon's Fire does a little bit of cleanup work here, but unfortunately, because of the Nest buff, we get to actually keep our guys. So kind of outvaluing the Awaken or the Burn a little bit there. All right. Let's send you back to the Shadow Realm. I don't want to deal with you. Let's push up our weaker Headwood. Go for the fresh one in the back. Push the Rider back in. follow up with the imp. The problem is I am setting myself up for more headwood junk, but that's fine. He hasn't played one yet of his own, so I think we might be able to get away with it. I hope. And of course, more Awaken stuff on the board means that we'll be able to get a lot of draw going in our next turn. Or, not really. Okay. Thank you, game. Very cool. Alright, I don't care. The rider can trade, do whatever he wants there. That's fine. And then Shonen gonna run all the way up. Yep, be a pain in my ass. Yep, be a pain in my ass, you bald asshole. Okay, just straight castle burn. That's not exactly what we wanted. But on the bright side, I can get away with maybe doing this. T-Rex push, again, setting the Shonen away so it can't really do a lot of damage. And depending on how he wants to interact with it, we can get a sneaky Mordock off. Oh, that's going to be awkward as hell. Alright, so that's going to push our Darkbender forward a bit more. Oh, he's got the... Okay. Sure. Yeah, okay. Now he's going to get freaky with the... Yeah. Okay. See, now this is... problem. This is indeed problem. This is problem area. Let's see here. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I don't want him to OTK me, but I don't think I have a choice. Let's pop the Mordock out. I guess I'll use Masuda as well to kind of proc Headwood burn. At least that's the idea. He used a couple of rights already. Alright, we didn't really need him to hit the Mordock, but, you know, the game is very generous like that. Alright, there's a Darkbender for his side. Not the worst. Darkbender's easily compatible here. Badger coming out as well, sure. Oh, notably no answer from Mordock. I guess that's fine then, right? Oh, what a big rip off the top. What a huge rip off the top. My word, that's big value. That is indeed big value. I think I want to do is just a little bit of trolling here, just a little bit. Just a little bit of trolling. This is going to set us up, I think, pretty nicely to end the game. We can even just pop the Shonen down here with the Darkbender. Yeah, And then maybe push the T-Rex up there to be another threat. We'll get this out. Put that up there. I think that was pretty good. I think that is pretty good. Alright, Darkbender moving up. Gonna go ahead and do a little bit of damage to T-Rex there. Alright. We have another, like, global burn or something, maybe. We're gonna clear the board here. I mean, we have a lot of things in range of a Dragon's Fire, but... Okay. Alright, there's a Saurus. Alright, getting a couple of points of good stuff there with the Headwood, but notably keeping the Mordock on board. Hitting here, getting a Banshee, sure. That is fine. Headwood trading there, smart. And a pass back, alright. Sudden death now. Alright, I can't do that. Can I walk into him? Yes, I can. That's fine. The pathway is clear. Darkbender shot for the win. And our third victory for the deck. Overall, I think a little better bit of a demonstration to the Awaken stuff. Showing how the draw can really bring up your resource count to generate those bodies necessary for the dino pieces, you know, to come together. So, overall, 3 incredible games. And, yeah, let's take it to the outro. Let's close out this video. All right, folks, and with that being said, that will close up this showcase for the Prehistoric Awakening deck. Overall, a pretty solid addition to the lineup. I think there's maybe some kinks that are still going to work out with this. You know, obviously having a lot of high-end units being the center of your strategy sometimes isn't always great, but I think the games here did a pretty good job at showcasing what potential this deck has been able to show thus far. And yes, you know, it is pretty much following the standard Awakening line when it comes to, you know, a big part of the makeup here. I mean, you know, Masuda, Imp, Dojo, Headwood, things that you see in the standard Awaken lists. But I do think the dinos do add a little bit of flair to it, a little bit of a surprise, if you will, that, who knows, maybe it might be a little difficult for the mirror matchups to counter against, so who knows if that is true. I mean, we actually did kind of just see it win right there in the mirror, because I'm pretty sure our last matchup was against the standard Awaken list, so, yeah, but with that being said, folks, I hope you did enjoy this edition of Known Combos, and if you did, be sure to let me know. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Be sure to share with your friends, and be sure to support the channel by subscribing if you're new or haven't done so already. Just subscribing, it does so much for us. It helps us grow, expand our community as well, expand who gets to see these videos, and maybe is a little curious on what's going on. So be sure to subscribe. Again, it means the world. So yeah, I think that is going to be it for me for now. We've got some big projects coming up in the works, so maybe this is going to be at least the last video for a hot minute. We'll probably be back next week with some more uploads, but still, I've got something big in the works, so I'm very excited to see what you got to show you what's in store for the future. Oh, my English hard. Anyways, until next time, guys, stay gaming.